I don't care what organization you work for or what process you've got, as long as you've got one and you use it religiously, it gets you where you want to go. The simpler the better. And a lot of times I teach no more than a 4 or a 5-step sales process, because that's really all we can hold in our head at any one time. And if, again, you know where you are in that process and you know how to use it, you know how to then be flexible with it, whether you need to go back and use it because you've missed something, or you need to go forward and use it in a different way, or you need to ask a different set of questions on one part of the process versus this set of questions on this part of the process. But it's that combination of questions and process that will get you where you want to go. I do have some succinct steps that I use when I am working with a customer. And the first one is I have an initial call. Once I do the initial call, I have a needs assessment that I do. After the needs assessment, then I have several meetings with the right decision makers. After I've talked to the right decision makers, I generally do a demonstration of what is a potential that we could work on. After the potential we could work on, I then ask to submit a proposal. After the proposal is submitted, then I generally ask for the order. I pay close attention to my own process, and if I know what the initial call is, and I know what the needs assessment is, and I know what decision makers I have to get, and I know how to put the demo together, I know how to put the proposal together and get the order. When things aren't working right, I just go back to those 5 steps and say, where am I and what's going on? I've got a set of questions that I've designed for each one of those 5 steps, and I just go back and look and see what questions have I missed. And then that gets me through where I might have gotten stuck, or that's my little tip or trick, but I stay tight to my process and to my questions map, so the two move together pretty smoothly, and that'll uncover anything for me, generally speaking. Salespeople just in general are very curious, generally speaking, and they go off on what I call rabbit trails. And because the customer has got some really good information and they think that rabbit trail will help them get, quote unquote, the order closed. And so if you realize that you've gone down a rabbit trail, if you've got a good consistent process, you'll know when you've taken the rabbit trail, and then you consciously can get back to your system.